alright, dude?
I just wanted you to know.
Thank you, baby.
Huh?
Thank you.
And all of us now.
Yeah, I just had to resub your channel too. That's messed up.
Isn't that weird, guys? Like, I mean, it's happening to me. It's happening to you. It's happening to Rick Resonator. It's happening to Bob. Matthew Powerland's going around saying he's being censored. But if you really take a look at it, it's us. We're the ones getting our live streams cut for no reason. We're the ones that YouTube's taking subs from. YouTube's the one that's, you know, doing something to the dislikes and to the comments sections. So for other people to go around saying they're being censored, but yet they're still able to go live and they're still able to talk, it kind of shows the disinfo op, you know? So that's why we got to get it out there that we are being censored so that people see the real censorship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what this is, Bob. You had your live stream last week. I remember you checked.
Yeah, man, we could have went on mine last week, but now today we wanted to use mine because everybody's being, like, shut down, and I got shut down too.
Yep.
That's dumb, man, because I checked, I made sure of it, like, when I got striked, if I could still go live, and it was enabled, so
Yeah.
I was like, if we ever want to use mine, we could use mine, but I guess since they're censoring all of us, they decided to censor me too.
So it's like they just straight up took your live streaming capability away and also provided no reason, Bob?
They're saying it's my last strike, but like when I checked last week, you know,
it was
it was there, man. It was enabled.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they're gonna use that as their meaning of why I got censored.
Yeah. That's what they'll do. But see, they didn't even do that with me.
Right.
I'm going to show you Johnny
Your
Murdoch.
case, that is so messed up.
Like I would expect, because I am monetized, that they would have to provide a written statement as to why, like they did for Johnny and for Bob. Like they got a pink slip. This thing right here, I'm going to screen share here. I'll show you. If I ain't already. No, I ain't. Okay, so Strike One, You're Out, it's called. It's on Johnny's channel. Let me make sure here. Present to everybody. There we go. All right. So see, Bob and Johnny and Anon, they all got this letter in their email.
Mm-hmm.
I never did. I never did. And it provides you with the reason why. It doesn't say where in the video that they're striking you for, but it says what video and why. So I didn't get no bullying complaints.
I got mine for bullying, apparently. Well, when you tell the truth about something, if you call it a hoax, even though it's my opinion on something, apparently I'm a bully. You know?
And so to prove it, it just says access to this live streaming is not currently available for this account. And so I go over here to my channel where I get the information about my copyright status and my live stream status. It says I have 0 strikes, 0 copyright strikes, and I have 0 terms of service strikes. So I'm not being punished for bullying. I'm not being punished for uploading other people's stuff. I have all of my other features available. They just took this for no reason. And so when you look out for the reasons of why, it's for either a community guidelines strike or one of your videos has been blocked globally and they took your channel down for that. I never had that happen to me. Or your live stream or archived live stream has received a copyright takedown. Never, you've seen the evidence. I have none of those. I've read the community guidelines. I've read them both.
So no, this article wasn't helpful. What?
No, and I say that every time I come
Not
here,
at all.
I say no, and I say,
Right, give provide an
me
actual reason.
my live back. Every time I come here, I say this. This is the only way I can complain, see, because I don't have any strikes, so I have nothing to dispute. See? They're clever. I can't even fight it. You look up how to contact YouTube, look at this.
They're gonna probably make up a reason. It's probably Glenn or something. You know, we're calling out their shills, so they decide to block us.
Okay, so you look up how to contact YouTube. There's a forum here. Additional contact information. It gives you the press room. It gives you advertising, partner program, if you want to join it. Copyright issues. I have no copyright issues. I have no inappropriate content. It gives you, I can write them a letter on paper, or I can fax them. I don't have a fax machine. And who writes snail mail nowadays, you know? And how do I include all of my info in a letter, you know? Like,
I mean, it's like they're still thinking of the reason or something like that. Oh, but I'm sure we can find something.
And they will. And then I wonder after 90 days if we're gonna get another one.
Well, I wondered the same thing, but the only thing I did in the video, it was just a video of some penguins playing in the Arctic, and I was making fun of them, calling them impy math, and I was going through, you know, I was pretending I was going through some memories of some old videos with impy and math, and them saying, "Oh, look at impy." That's all I was doing. It was so strange.
That's what I think.
So yeah, it is like they're still looking for a reason, because the event is still there. It's listed there.
Blame it on other people.
But when I click, there's nothing there. Right?
Ghosted.
Well, I mean, none of this would have happened. I mean, it pops us all pops as friends with shills.
That's my copyright.
You know, like they're all just bottom page shills. I think they wanted us to play the game with the shills and be like cool and start this whole nother market. They didn't want us real people to have it, you know. But now I got my live back. So unless you fucks can strike this channel for this live thing, I'm going to keep going, and it's my show now, and I'm not a fucking show. I'm a real fucking guy, and I have no intention of sticking around in this stupid flat earth YouTube shill show, reality show, so I can leave at any time. I'm not paid like Glenda and Rock Lover and Jeff and everybody. I don't need to stick around and talk shit about the fucking government or anything. I can just disappear. I don't give a fuck, you know? So that's what's funny about being a real guy, Bob. It's like,
yeah, we can just leave whenever we want.
Yeah, there's no real attachment to, you know, to continuing this. Like, I could just stop it anytime I want, but as long as I'm here, I can just talk as much shit as I want. Call me a pussy if you want, you know? Old man, old lady, old man. All y'all can do is just try to research shit and try to get people arrested for shit, you little bitches, all you punks, all you old ladies, man. It's funny how you all work, man. You little bitches. Oh, I'm gonna call the government on you. I'm gonna look up your record and then I'm gonna use it against you. What kind of people are you?
Last 90 days. Look at that. It looks like a jigsaw. That is so abnormal. I thought my social blade looked weird. My analytics looks even weirder. It just blows my mind, Glenn. Johnny, Flat Earth Reset, MGTV, John, Lori, Teresa, 2B, Rain Kisses, Adam, Jeff. Did I forget any names?
Well, I mean, yeah, like as far as like losing the subscriptions to people and like notifications and all that. I mean, that's like kind of widespread even.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I had a
that
couple
part
of
is
people
going on all over.
who told me they were on sub for me. They had to resub. I mean, it's been happening for a while now.
Yep.
They do that on purpose, man. If you're a chooser, they're gonna
It's all
fuck
about
with
you. Oh wait, no, it's not.
It seems like it's the people that expose, the Jesuits and the Masons, and it seems to be those people they're picking on. They're not picking on the gamers. They're not picking on ODD. They're not picking on Patty. Something really strange happened with Glenn. Still can't explain that. So,
Oh yeah, what
Yes,
happened?
he likes-
I was away for a week, so
I know you were. It's crazy. Glenn's been totally knocked off the radar, man.
he got hacked or something.
Supposedly his channel's been hacked.
But what's funny is it says you're done, and then it has an eye symbolism. The same
know.
shit that he puts everywhere.
Right.
I mean,
right.
if it's not him playing a little,
Right.
game like they all do, it's weird because he's the one putting
Right.
all the eye symbolism all the time on all his channels.
So I don't hack people, but if I did hack somebody and I went into their channel, I would shut their channel right down. And there is recovery ways you can recover your channel from YouTube if somebody hacks you. So all the person has done here is just remove the videos. That's all they've done. You can still comment. And trying to raise a little bit of funds to get some medical care for him. And people are trouncing all over you, trashing your fundraisers, calling you unfit and saying you should lose your kids. And that's what I have a problem with, right? Like, why do that to good people who are just trying to raise their son and trying to get them, like their insurance is already maxed out on the airlifts because they've already airlifted their son to the hospital too many times this year. So it's situations like that. They can't afford their son's medication, right? Because it's thousands of dollars, things like that, right? Like, same as with my Spitfire Saints ministry. All I wanted to do was try to build some bikes with some homeless shelters attached to them, rustle up some supplies to get this done. I wasn't even asking for money, but he went through my ministry attempt and he just trashed it so bad. I mean, what do you do? So I have to sit back and recover from that and build up my self-esteem again to the point where I feel comfortable enough, reaching out to try to help people. And that's sad. That's sad. Like, people say to move on and stuff, but until that happens to you, until you get the personal death threats and the hundreds of emails that you should die and you don't know, right? You don't know. I try to let it roll off my back, and I say it's water off a duck's back, and I'm strong, and I can handle it. And for the most part, I can. But when they go to the lows of threatening to take your kids and threatening to show up and kill you, that's what affects your psyche. That's what affects your self-esteem. That's what makes you think, should I stop? Am I doing the wrong thing here? Am I, they really make you question yourself, and that's not good. I started out this with a good heart, and I wanted to help people. And that's what mattered to me back in the day, right? Like, I wanted to go after IPS because he was doing the same thing to people, uttering death threats, threatening to jab number 2 pencils in their necks. And
I remember.
Seeing good people get hurt drove me crazy. And I knew this was coming to me eventually. But it's just something that, you don't expect. If you're a good person, you're like, no, nobody's going to lower themselves to that level. But then they do. And you really can't believe your own eyes and your own mind when you see people going around trashing good people like that. You're like, wow.
It's to the extent of how they do it, man.
Right.
I mean, I would never, ever go and, like, threaten someone to kill them or take away the kids and spread a bunch of fucked up lies. It's like, okay, man.
So
I
you
mean,
got to be
it's like gaming, where it's like, oh man, this guy killed me in this game, so I'm gonna go and kill him in real life. And like, I mean, there's stories like that. I mean, just you know,
Yeah.
it's not good.
I mean, some people take it way too far, man. Like when people swat other people, you know, they call the SWAT on them. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just in your, you know, your living room playing a video game, and then the SWAT comes in. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And you know, like just with this corner of YouTube, it's like, I mean, people are after the truth. They do want to know it. I mean, I've seen comments from, like, let's say Rock Lover that are insightful, and that, I mean, like, he is searching in ways. It's just,
Yeah.
and it's similar with so many people. It's just that when it comes to the real truth, it's not that easy to actually accept. That's why, in my case, I mean, like, if it doesn't take like a lifetime of faith, or maybe not a whole lifetime, but you know, like over the course of a long time, for God to kind of you know, bring your awareness to the truth that He is. Like, if you don't do it over the course of a long time, it would be a situation like mine, where you have to be crushed, broken, to actually receive His truth. Because, I mean, if you're not, just the way our bodies are, like our flesh, it doesn't, it's always trying to rely on its own understanding, as if we know something. You know, there's a way that makes sense unto a man, but the way thereof is destruction.
Mm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. That's so. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm. It's not so much my interest in, like, let's say, just calling out shills. Like, that's not my main priority. Even if
Right.
there will be that.
Yeah.
My main interest is actually, you know, I don't want to sound like illuminous or anything, but actually just to enlighten people, like what I know. And actually what my life has come to, you know, it's always going to boil down to what you believe.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's crazy. Like, even for, like, the scientific world or whatever, you know, oh yeah, you know, like everything we can put under a microscope. In fact, no, they can't. Like evolution, for example, bull crap. It is bull. Like, oh yeah, I mean, it's like saying, like, you know, over the course of a million or billion years, a running Ford engine could pop up out of nothing but dust or pond scum. And just no.
I'm just looking at, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I invited you on. If you want a link, you're more than welcome to come on this live stream and address me in person with your false accusations. I will give you that platform. I will not holler at you, but I do ask you to bring proof where I have threatened people or anything of the such. Because as far as I can tell, I can't find anywheres where I have threatened anybody. I haven't threatened to take anybody's children. And so you got to be kidding me. You're more than welcome to come on and address me in person.
Well, and let's see. He's saying that you have hurt good people. Well, right. That, like, I don't think he's saying that you've threatened people, but maybe your reaction was a bit too harsh. And I mean, just the way we conduct ourselves sometimes, it can hurt people. Like, I mean, I like to use the rubbing alcohol, like on a scraped knee idea, where, I mean, you could either, like, tell a child who has scraped their knee, okay, like, I'm going to put some rubbing alcohol on the scrape you have here, and it may burn a little bit, but don't worry, it'll be all right. And they just respond so much better than, let's say, chasing the kid down, like, get back over here, like, with the bottle of rubbing alcohol and, like, dumping it on it. They'll think you're the devil himself. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. And so,
yeah,
Tiffany, you can feel free to ban. You got to be kidding me. I'm not going to sit here and try to defend myself with a liar like that. I've invited him on to defend himself, and he chooses not to. Pardon? Oh, I'll ban him then. I'll ban him. I don't care. This is your last chance. You got to be kidding me to come on.
Oh, he took it down that quick. He started another stream and then realized what I was doing and took that stuff down. But that's okay. I can continue with what he said. Tracy recorded it while he was saying it. So if you just give me a minute, actually, Tracy, just upload it to the drive, and I'll pull it back off and go ahead and finish what he was saying. Since I don't take anybody out of their own position, I'm not going to even tell you what he said. I'm always going to play their words. I'll tell you something, you guys, and your analogies to alcohol on scraped knees. Welcome to sunshine and mold. Sunshine is a bitch. So if y'all just give me a minute, I'm waiting for the files to get to where they're supposed to be.
You show me, because I know I have lots of proof.
And there's been plenty of times where you've been wrong and you've apologized.
And that's just it. There's been plenty of times I have apologized. Plenty. Plenty. You show me, because I know I have lots of proof.
And there's been plenty of times where you've been wrong and you've apologized.
And that's just it. There's been plenty of times I have apologized. Plenty. Plenty. And now that I'm not overreacting, people can't spin it and say I overreacted. Now that I'm handling this calmly and coolly and bringing the proof right up in front of your face, now what do you got to say? Right? The fact of the matter is I got a whole bunch of shills chasing me around, trying to discredit me. I don't care if I call the Jeff a shill. That's what he is to me. Rain kisses, 2B. All of
Like,
these.
I mean, I'll
that
use
we let it go.
myself for an example. Check this out. Like with me and Celebrate Truth, Robbie Davidson, I had a total meltdown on him. Like, I mean, but I didn't do it, you know, the way, you know, like, I mean, I didn't approach him privately first, which is what scripture actually tells you to do. And instead,
Right.
I just unloaded on him on
Kill
a
you.
few different venues, like on YouTube and in Discord. And but the thing is,
it's two different baskets.
I'm just saying though, like, I mean, despite everything I did and despite, you know, all my disagreements with him, you know, we actually made up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a phone call. I'll be right back.
All right, Bob.
Sure.
And it is really a different basket, Derek. He didn't threaten you. He didn't threaten to take your kid.
Oh no.
I mean,
right.
I could understand, you know, and I even forgive Glenn, and I forgive Red Pill, and I forgive Jeff, and I forgive all of them. I don't care anymore, but they're in my chat now, so I just want to try to address them.
I just don't get
Well,
it.
right. Because I mean, what everybody, like, I mean, what it's going to keep coming to until it reaches a resolution.
Right.
If they don't agree with your opinions and your belief, why don't they go watch somebody they agree with?
Exactly.
Why do they have?
Because they do want to be convinced.
Want to call you a liar and troll your chat, wasting their time.
That's all. And
like,
I understand.
And you know, that's like, I mean, people will do that to you. Like, I mean, it's almost like reactionary, like to see if you're.
Some of the people involved aren't here to speak for themselves. It's hard to explain because some of the people involved aren't here to. I understand that, you know. And how can I say? Okay, how can I say that Jeff is a shill? Let me see. They want to say that we can't prove it, but it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and it goes way back. And without getting too far into it, because some of the people involved aren't here to speak for themselves, it's hard to explain because the other person involved works, you know, all week long, and the other guy's MIA right now, and we have addressed this before, what the problem with Jeff was, and they just seem to pick up the shovel after Red Pill dropped it. To me, they teach disinfo. I mean, anybody that teaches disinfo right now is on the radar, and it's a heck of a lot of people, right? But do they know they're teaching disinfo? Are they really shills? Do they know? And am I saying the right word when I say shills? Could I use another word like agent or disinfo agent or somebody that's just lost and confused? Or why are people... He has a lot of control behind the scenes, which is why he had that live stream yesterday bashing me for an hour and a half. It's a tactic. It's a troll tactic to try to discredit me, to attack me. I mean, those two ladies they sat there and did nothing but make stuff up, word after word after word. I have witnesses. Dex watched it. Tiffany watched it. And they both seen it for what it was, you know? People in the chat room were getting fed up with it. It was getting boring because they were starting to see it for what it was. They were making stuff up like I'm making fun of Glenn because I put his face on a milk carton. That was the first night he lost his channel. And it was kind of funny that night. But then 5 minutes later, Jeff is making fun of Glenn, saying maybe Lori killed him. And then Lori's making fun of Jeff, saying, well, you were the last one to see him. So they're doing the same thing as me. And it's like I was saying the other day on another live stream, it's okay for all these people to curse and swear, and it's okay for these people to lie. But the minute that you try to tell the truth or bring proof up in their face, it's then it's not okay. And they'll grab little screenshots of me saying the F word or freaking out because my kids are being threatened, and they'll try to spin it. They took a video of me preaching
That is funny. Well, y'all heard it. I could play it again. And Brian, they don't have to take anybody's word for it in your chat. They can go back to my stream. They can go back to the stream that was put up last night and watch the whole thing for themselves. You don't have to take these girls out of their position anymore, Brian. They are right there, naked, staked out on display for all to see on my channel, bashing you. And by bashing you, I think you meant playing your words. And your friends' words. That's bashing you. That's bashing you. Okay. Okay. I told you motherfuckers I didn't know who the fuck you were from Adam until after you did 10 fucking hit job videos on me and 10 hit fucking job hangouts on me, accusing me of everything known to man. I've never seen a single shred of any proof of anything that you guys are supposedly researching. Your proof always goes something like this. Well, I'd like to prove it. I could prove it, but it's a lot of behind the scenes bullshit. What is behind the scenes bullshit? Everything I do is right here in front of everybody. Everything I do is right here in front of everybody. I only do live streams. Everything I do is right here in front of everybody. When I talk to people on Skype, when I talk to people on the phone, everything is right here in front of everybody. Y'all sitting there using voice disguisers, fucking hiding behind icons and shit like that. You gotta be the fucking most retarded motherfuckers I've ever seen on YouTube in my whole entire life. And I thought I was going to remain silent because I really hate picking on people that are obviously got something fucking wrong with them. But make no mistake about it, bitches. I didn't fucking say a word about you little fucking snitch bitches until after you had invoked my fucking name 5,000 times. And when you invoke my name 5,000 times, well, I guess you could call that calling out for something. And now you have my attention. So I'm not going to ever take you out of your position. I'm going to leave you firmly in it, and I'm going to publicize your position to everybody on my channel. Because I'm never going to take you out of it. I don't have to. I don't have to say a word, really. I just got to play your shit. But you don't seem to understand why. Because when you say you research and you never provide any proof of anything that you ever... You can't even shoot down NASA, you sorry fucks. I've never even seen you do a good NASA video. I've never seen you do any research whatsoever. You're in the same fucking research box. Hell, Flat Earth Vancouver did more research than you fellas. And he basically did none. Everything he ever did was given to him by somebody else. He never did anything. Just like you guys. You don't do anything. You just sit around and fucking snipe like it's a fucking job. I don't know who that fellow was. What clip was it, honey, that the dude said, no, I just came on here to fucking troll Jeff Stewart, then I'm gone, I'm done, that's all I got to do. What clip, what was the name of that clip? I'm proving, Brian, I'm proving how everybody knew who I was before you showed up, and when you showed up, it was your fucking job to invoke my fucking name and a bunch of other people's name just to make it look like you were being fair and all that shit. But, you know, be honest with you, I think you're full of shit because you say my name more than you say anybody else's name, motherfucker. And you, like you damn left a comment on somebody's fucking shit the other day. Oh, this is war. Motherfucker, you don't know what war is. I'm not going to take your channel out, brother. I'm going to play everything that you fucking do. Everything that you do. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. Maybe it's further on into it, huh?
And I'm not a fucking show. I'm a real fucking.
See, that's what I think of the shills, you know. They basically, you know, blame it on other people, man. That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, none of this would have happened. I mean, if all Pops' friends are shills, you know, like they're all just bottom paid shills. I think they wanted us to play the game with the shills and be like cool and start this whole nother market. They didn't want us real people to have it, you know, but now I got my live back. So unless you fucks can strike this channel for this live thing, I'm going to keep going. And it's my show now. And I'm not a fucking show. I'm a real fucking guy. And I have no intention of sticking around in this stupid flat earth YouTube shill show, reality show. So I can leave at any time. I'm not paid like Glenda and Rock Lover and Jeff and everybody. I don't need to stick around and talk shit about the fucking government or anything. I could just disappear. I don't give a fuck, you know? So that's what's funny about being a real guy, Bob. It's like...
Yeah. Well, we can just leave whenever we want.
Yeah, there's no real attachment to, you know, to continuing this. Like, I could just stop it any time I want. But
how come they never seem to stop except when their job is over with me? Like, once I get them out there for everybody to see in the light that they want to be looked at in. Never seem to stop. You know, when I shine some damn sunlight on these motherfuckers, man, they scatter like goddamn roaches, and then a month goes by and there's a whole nother set of fucking roaches there. And they all say the same fucking shit. The same. I'm a real guy. 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 But I know Jeff is getting paid. Oh, I can't prove it. He's probably getting paid. Him and some other fucking fellows that he don't even fucking know either. It's unreal. And it's like this over and over. These fucking people come out of fucking nowhere. Nobody knows who they are. You know, it would be different, you know, and let's just say fucking Joseph Holly. Or Rock Lover. Or fucking, I don't know, fucking any of these guys. No, they never mentioned. How about Rock Lover? They mentioned Rock Lover's name. How come how come people like Rock Lover never fucking go sideways and start doing fucking hit job videos on Jeff? Maybe because, how about, who else does he mention? But see, he doesn't do fucking 10-hour fucking hangouts on Patty or all the other people. No. He's only about Jeff. And they clearly say it. They know it. They know what they're here to do. They're just here for Jeff. And they're not here to talk about any of the other stuff. None of the stuff that Jeff talks about. They never say, look at how stupid Jeff is. Here, let me play this right here. Boom. And look how fucking silly that is. They're going to sit around and act like their channels are getting struck and taken down and shit like that. Get out of here, guys. Y'all sound like fucking children. You can't ever show anything. Like you're showing your fucking, like I don't know what the fucking back end of your channel is going to look like. Like you're going to show some shit, act like you're showing some shit to everybody. No, sir. You didn't show nothing. You showed your streaming ability to be shut off. You didn't show why. Don't sit there and say, oh, I don't know why. Well, you don't know where to fucking look then. You don't know enough about fucking YouTube to understand how it fucking works. Or you're just trying to obfuscate the fucking truth. Either which way, I would say you're just trying to obfuscate the truth, because I've not seen any truth out of any one of you fucking guys. No shred of evidence or proof. You can't even play anybody else's fucking words. What the fuck are you getting struck down on? Fucking doxing people? That's what you're probably getting struck down on. You dumb motherfuckers. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Are y'all getting paid? Because it certainly seems like it. I can cough up videos of motherfuckers just like you that come out of woodwork out of nowhere. Nobody ever seen them before, and all of a sudden, pow, they're right there fucking making I Hate Jeff videos. About fucking flat earth, and Jeff don't even fucking do flat earth videos anymore. Hasn't for a long time. It's like your playbook is fucking out of date. That's what it almost seems to me. Like your goddamn playbook is out of date. Like you don't even know who the fucking players are anymore. Right? And when I say players, I mean people that is actually producing something for your dumbasses to fucking watch. You're either dumbasses or you're completely fucking fabricated. Nobody can be that goddamn ignorant at all. Fucking retarded people give up every now and again that they're complete fucking retards. You can spot it, man. And whether they shit in their pants or whether they fucking, I don't know what complete retards fucking do, to be honest with you. But I imagine they do shit that's like shit that you wouldn't do. And that's the way y'all act. Y'all act, say and do things that fucking, I'll just go, what in the fuck is wrong? I wouldn't say that shit about anybody. I would, yeah, I know, Rockland. I mean, it's like y'all came out of the woodwork in 2015. It's like your playbook is so goddamn out of date. I don't even understand what's wrong with you. And this is what I'm doing is when I'm pointing out these psyops on YouTube for you, Brian, whether you're a part of one or not, and whether Johnny or I don't know who Bob is or Johnny, I don't even know who these guys are, to be honest with you. I don't even know Brian. Seems like I had Brian called in, or him and somebody else was on here one time for an hour or so. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember I think I had Brian on here. But Brian, just because I have you on, it doesn't make us friends, or you don't know anything about me, sort of. Dude, I've been doing live streams as long as you've been alive. So I'm not going to remember who the fuck you are or what the fuck you say unless you've been saying it to me for a long goddamn time. The only people that actually would have room to talk about me in the light and respects that you talk about me are people that actually know me. So you would expect somebody like Chris Rock or somebody like that to fucking put up a hit. But if you think your friends John Cumby and people like that fucking know me, I can promise you they don't. They don't know anything about me. And if they're sitting around saying they know something about me, they're lying to you. They don't know anything about me, dude. they came around just like you. They popped up out of fucking nowhere wanting to be my friend. You understand what I do here? You understand who I actually talk about and what I actually talk about? When you guys say, well, I ain't going to sit around and talk about the government or nothing, why not? Why aren't you going to sit around? Why don't you have time to sit around and talk about the fucking corruption going on in government? Whoever that was. Was that the Johnny guy? Why don't you have time to sit around and talk about the corruption in government? You got time to sit around and talk about Jeff Stewart? Dude, that makes as little sense as anything I've ever heard in my entire life. And you might be sitting there like a little child going, well, it doesn't matter what you think. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I think. But if it doesn't matter what I think, why do you invoke my name so much? If it doesn't matter what I think, why do you talk about me and mention my name all the goddamn time? Way before I ever mentioned your name. In fact, I think maybe I just started mentioning your name today. All three of you. Whoever the fuck you are. I don't give a shit who you are. Y'all act like you got some sort of war shit going on, like you're some sort of fucking army or something like that. I'll tell you right now, you're a bunch of goddamn keyboard warriors. I'm about as scared as you of you as I would be of a 10-year-old little girl. And that's all y'all do is fight with girls. You've had your asses handed to you left and right by a couple of fucking girls. And you're still saying my name? You bitches got it fucking backwards and completely upside down. You hide behind anonymous fucking icons, behind anonymous channels. You have zero content behind your shit, and you do definitely say that you showed up just to fucking harass me. And you're going to sit around and talk about people calling the fucking cops. That's what you guys do. You guys are the ones that call the cops and CPS on people. I mean, goddamn, how much projection can you do before you even look in the mirror and say, goddamn, seems like, no, because I don't know what the fuck. I don't care if you were paid or fucking not. I don't give a shit if you're a fucking shill or not. You got to understand how stupid it is. How absolutely, positively fucking ridiculous you must fucking look to the people that actually do listen to me. Because they've been listening to me forever. As long as I've been online, they've been listening to me and I've been listening to them. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You can't come to the island. You can't talk shit about the island of flat earth fucking misfits. This is like a Peter Pan fucking island over here. We don't fit in any fucking where. We don't fit in any fucking where. We don't have nowhere to fucking go. And we're not going to move on until YouTube makes us move on. And we're not interested in having some sort of silly war with you. And if you think that war is playing your own words, then I guess it's war. If you think that I'm hating on you because I'm playing your words, then I guess I'm hating on you. But one thing I will never do is take you out of your position. I will never make unfounded accusations against you. I have not today and I will not tomorrow. And that forward. Ever. But I will continue to shine the sunlight on you fellas. I'll shine the brightest light that I can on you fellas. All those that came before you, I shined a light on. I will shine a light on you, and all those that come after you just like you, I will shine as big and bright a light on as I can. Because I feel that people need to understand and hear your words, not me sitting around talking about you. I want them to hear your words. This is one thing you never do. You make accusations after accusations and never prove anything that you say. Ever. I told Glenn that a long time ago because he did the same thing. I've told a lot of people that ahead of you, people that you know that you somehow think are your fucking idols. That they are somehow, in your opinion, people that were popular within whatever flat earth movement or whatever. You are like living in 2015 somehow, and I don't know why or how. The reason why you will do a 2 and 3 hour hangout and have one person in your chat is because y'all ban everybody. It doesn't even compute to you how everybody has a wrench in my chat. It doesn't even fucking compute. Y'all act like I'm some sort of fucking mastermind when I am the most accessible motherfucker on YouTube. You got people that know my phone number, people that can get me on Skype. I put my information down there for everybody to get a hold of me. For you to take me out, for anybody to take me out of my position and not play my own words against me when I am so vocal, you got to be the biggest little fucking pussy on earth, or you're getting paid. Which is it? It's got to be something. It's got to be something. I don't know what it is. And I don't need 3 other fucking jack-offs sitting around handling my cock to talk to you. I can do it all by myself. I didn't want to. The reason why I don't want to is because I don't feel like you are producing enough content to really warrant, you know, attention. So if you were trying to get my attention to begin with, like if you were trying to get my attention, like to somehow get me to look at something that you were doing that you thought that I was not paying attention to or whatever, I'm sorry. You know, I got my own shit that I'm working on. You know, I can't work on everybody's shit. I work on my shit. I work on what interests me. I do this because it's what interests me. It's what I do. So if I have somehow slighted you, I assure you it was unintentional. Let me turn my camera on so you can look at my face and you can see I'm not trying to bullshit you guys. Is my camera even working? No, never mind. But I don't understand because y'all have not given me any inkling of what your original issue with me is and all that. I mean, it's like y'all just, and it's not just you. I'm not talking to you in general, Brian or Bob or Johnny. I mean, there's a lot of guys that came before you. There'll be somebody come after you. And normally I don't really address you because it's the same thing all the time. I really don't like addressing this because it just seems like a bunch of Psyop bullshit to me. You know, I just wish that if you got a problem with me, that you would express it in words. You know, when you say, well, Jeff is a fucking shill, and you can provide no proof of it, yet you're going to sit there and say, yeah, but the earth is flat or something like that. You really understand that it doesn't make any sense. No more than it makes sense. You can't explain flat earth with a Bible either. You got to come up with a lot fucking more than a fucking meme to prove anything about anything that you're talking about, whether you're talking about 9/11, whether you're talking about even stupid shit like Las Vegas or any of this other government shit, Johnny, that you don't want to talk about because you only came here to talk about Jeff Stewart. That's what you said. You can leave anytime you want to. That's right. just like me, Johnny. I can leave any time I want to. I'm not going to be... Oh, sorry, Derek. No, I don't even... The Discord is completely fucked, man. Jeez, I was getting spammed like crazy, man. The little Discord freaks. Oh, my God. I mean, the Discord was a good idea. I didn't think it was working. I didn't know it was working on the IRC network. And then I realized it was, and I was just like, fuck that. I don't know if they are or not, Chris. Well, I figured that they was going to say something because I let the girls on last night to talk about whatever they going to talk about. And yeah, the girls did talk, but they only reviewed the fucking videos of the boys that they had so successfully handed ass to. I really thought, you know, them girls was actually going to make a firm impression on them. You know, look, if these girls here can do what they just now did to you, why would you even go after somebody like me who could take you apart real easy? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I'm not some sort of dictator or something like that I even give a shit about what you say or what you talk about. You can talk about me all you want to. I'm going to play your words. You can talk about me all you want to. I'm never going to hide your words. I'm never going to take you out of your position. I'm going to play your words every fucking time. And you might say, that's hate, Jeff. Don't play my words. That's hate. And I'll just say, okay, then I guess it's hate for you. But to me, it's called sunshine. That's what it's called, sunshine. And again, I don't know if I did something to you in the past that you feel slighted or something like that, or you thought that there was some fucking club or something going on here that you were going to get smacked in the back and everybody's going to rally around you and pass you a drink or a joint or whatever it was that you thought that was happening, man. But I can tell you, there ain't no goddamn club. There ain't no secret fucking club. There ain't no secret. It's easy to get up with me. It's easy to get up with me. You can ask me anything. Anything at all that I've ever talked about, I'll give you the most honest answer that I possibly can. And if I don't know, I'll tell you. I don't fucking know. And it's not because I'm hiding anything. I just don't know. Because I don't know everything. And I'm sorry if you think that, you know, it's a slight against you because I don't really know who the fuck you are. And I'm sorry if you think that, man. But, I mean, y'all have to understand, I talk to a lot of people. And whether they got good things or bad things to say about me, I don't remember all of them at all. So if you were only a fleeting fucking contestant here on Ban Richard Clark, I'm not going to fucking remember. Even if you came on with me and we talked for an hour or two, man, I talked to a lot of people for a lot of hours. I just talked to a lot of people. If I talk to you enough for a long enough period of time, I start, you know, thinking about you and wondering, you know, what you're thinking and stuff like that. And I'll ask you your opinion. And I'll defer to you. I'll promote you. Well, as best as I can. I ain't nobody. Nobody's going to fucking listen to me. And a lot of people would understand that I'm hated by a lot of damn flat earthers. Because I was one of the only real fucking flat earth producers out there, it seemed like, for a long time. So everybody else just wanted to come along and just hate on somebody. They hated on everybody. That was their claim to fame. To hate just to sit there and say a name enough. I don't know. So I don't know if it's actually I just know what the military tells us. I know what the government tells us about what they do online and how that they are very good about creating online personalities and stuff like that. I mean, I understand that. If that's your game, I understand them. And, you know, I guess you're just doing your job. Seems like a sucky job. I don't want to stop and turn around and wonder why you fellas are back there in the back, fucking on your hands and knees, fucking screaming my name like I have whipped you or something. I really don't want to do that. That's not what I'm interested in doing. And if you're here to take me away from what I'm doing, then I guess that's your fucking job and your plan. But it's not my plan. I don't want to have to stop and turn around and go back and wipe a grown man's fucking face and get him up off the ground and straighten him up and button his shirt and make sure his zipper is zipped up and his shoestrings are tied and pat him on the fucking back and say, good boy, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. I do that to a cat. If you're looking for me to pat you on the fucking back, I can assure you I don't pat many people on the back. Because I don't want to be patted on the back. I don't want anybody to give me a way to go. Because it's not going to help. Because even if I get a one way to go, I still, Brian and Bob and Johnny and whoever, I still have a bunch of more people just like you that are not giving me a way to go. In fact, there's way more people giving me a no way to go than a way to go. So the way to goes will never outweigh the no way to goes. Okay? You get it? And this would make sense to me, Brian, when I talk about the government and how many people they have online. They outnumber us. They outnumber me greatly. I've experienced this. They outnumber me immensely. So I'm just going to end this reality saga that you got going here with, man, just bring proof of anything that you say about anything, because all I'm going to bring is your words. When I'm talking about you, when your name escapes my lips, when I make a broadcast and I'm speaking directly to you, I'm going to bring your words and your friends' words. If you don't like those words, don't worry about deleting the fucking video. Worry about saying them up front. I don't even approve of everything I say all the time. Do you think I'm worried about whether I say something wrong about Brian or not, Brian? Do you think that you're the only motherfucker that I should expect to be worried about online, Brian? I urge you to look back through my channel and listen to what I talk about so you can understand. And your friend Johnny, who doesn't have time to bring to the table the stuff that I talk about, because his only time at the table is spent talking about me, Brian. And look at the stuff that I talk about and tell me who I should be really worried about, Brian. You or the government? lock the gate at the end of my driveway because I fear little shill shows on fucking YouTube, Brian. All I have to do is shine daylight on you. And when I do that, I expect to see the same thing out of you as I see out of all the other ones. And you've already exhibited it. Shine a little light on you and you start scattering like a cockroach. I'm going to continue to shine the spotlight on you every time you make a peep that's got my name in it. Or anybody that I know. I'm going to shine a light right on you. I'm never going to take you out of your position. Ever. I'm going to leave you so firmly in it, you will not be able to stand it anymore. I am not the frog in the pot, Brian. I'm the guy that can reach out and turn the heat up. Because I'm big enough and I'm strong enough. Don't make me turn around to have to go back and get you and pick you up and wipe your face off and button up your shirt and tie your shoestrings. Because I can't stand doing it. Other than that, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go get a cup of coffee, and it's fucking raining. And it's I gotta finish the laundry, and I think that's about it. I'll be back on later. I promise. I ain't letting them girls on again, because now they got a foothold in the door. You know how them girls are. Yeah, y'all know how them girls are. Oh, Richard Clark. You know, it seems like your name came up as well. I don't know what the fuck they said about you. I'm sure they thought you're a damn terrorist because you probably do troll their shit, so. Anyway. I'll see y'all later. Bye.